All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nethack Nights. It's Thursday night, January something, 27th, 28th, 28th. And we're here tonight to play Nethack on Twitch. And if you can watch on YouTube later. My name's Casey Kolderup. I am the streamer here. I'll be commanding the keyboard while we play Nethack, and I'll be taking advice from everyone in chat. So if you're watching out there and you don't have a Twitch account, I recommend signing up. If you're watching the recording, I recommend coming and watching live. Hop in the chat, ask questions, offer advice. I'm not playing through Nethack spoiler free. It's a very hard game to do without that. So I've already gotten some really great advice from people in chat. I've read a few small guides here and there, and I'm learning. I'm getting better, but we'll see what we can do. We'll see how far we can get tonight. And I think we're going to try a new character too. So on Tuesday we tried a monk and a what else did we try? A knight, and I think we're going to try another class today. So let's get going. All right. So to start things off, we are going to choose a new character. Hopefully you're all seeing my screen. White Panther's here. He brought toaster strudel this time, so he's brought a variety of baked goods to the stream in the past. Hopefully he'll share with some people. You're seeing the overlay? Okay. Let's do that. Maybe now? I'll get this one of these days. There we go. Okay. So here's the Nethack prompt. We'll start a new character here. And as you'll see, I just went ahead and hit yes to let it generate a random character. So it's going to offer us a neutral male gnomish healer. I'm going to actually just try making one from scratch. So this is the list of classes you can play, and we're going to actually try the Barbarian this time. So we'll go with a human. We'll try a random gender, and we're going to go with a neutral Barbarian. Alright, so we have a neutral female human Barbarian as our character to start off with tonight. So let's try that out. Our deity is going to be Crom, and if you look, we have pretty great. A lot of strength, a lot of dexterity, constitution, and then we're pretty bad in the other stats. I'm not sure what this what's all going on down here, but let's see. We'll just go ahead and step in the dungeon, and right away I can see that we don't have very good visibility, but we're starting, and there's a sewer rat right here next to us, so we'll dispatch that quickly. And, okay, killed the other sewer rat too. We have a dog. It's named for us. Named Idefix. So we're going to try to keep the dog around as long as we can. It helps you fight and can find some items for you. Ooh, a pancake. We'll go ahead and we'll eat the pancake. And right away we're in a well-lit room again, and there's actually a wand here with some graffiti. So we'll go ahead and pick up the wand and check out the other hallway here. Yeah, Alicia, you have to eat food when you find it because there actually is a hunger meter, and if you get too hungry, you'll start getting dizzy and passing out. So it's important to eat food when you have it. If you can stock some rations, it's good, but regular food goes spoiled pretty fast. So Slab says that the uranium wand is depleted. Okay, that's fine. We're not going to die that way. That's good. Metal says it's really heavy. Yeah, I mean, I guess it must be, right? There's a staircase down, but we're going to skip it for now and come back. Caught in a bear trap. Try to get our way out here. There we go. And we'll pick up a ring, too. Apparently there's a shopkeeper on this floor as well, so we're getting lucky here. Got some rats coming in. We'll kill those off easily. It's pretty great when we kick doors open as a barbarian because it tends to shatter the door, which is very dramatic. I'm sure it creates a lot of noise in the case of stealthiness, but who cares? We're barbarians. We found a hidden door and immediately a kobold zombie opened it, so let's destroy it. Easy, easy game. So the Barbarian is obviously very strong and really good with this melee stuff. It should be an easier class to play as a beginner, but I'm wondering if it'll be hard later on in the game when we start fighting some more magic monsters, and we need to be able to find some good items and weapons. I think we've cleared out the whole floor, so we'll go ahead and go down to floor 2. If we can get our dog. To bring your pet with you to the next level, you have to actually get it next to you when you go down the stairs, so we'll descend the stairs here, bring our dog with us. Right away, the stairs down either to level 3 or to the mines. Let's check and see which one it is. It's level 3. And the dog found some food, so that's good, I guess. We'll go back up for now. Yeah, Slab says, it's bring your pet to D level 2 day, which I hope we'll get it a lot further than that, but I guess we don't have a great record as far as protecting our pets, so we'll see what we can do. I feel like they're locking all the doors because they know that we're going to kick them open and shatter them to pieces, just to make it more fun. Yeah, so I wasn't really paying attention, and I picked up an item. It was a rock, and it was obviously a rock trap. So I deserved that. I lost a lot of health doing that, but I have a rock now. That's good, right? Oh, our dog wandered into the rock trap. So we made our pet to we got our pet to level 2, but That's not good. But we do have a pet rock now, so that replaced our dog, which is not going to be as useful. Shoot, that was not good. Hey, we made it to level 2. That's good news. What's down here? Some bars. Oh, got a grid bug sneaking up behind us. Food ration is good. Didn't actually look at what we started with. We started with a battle axe in our hands, and we have a short sword as well. We picked up a dagger earlier. And also carrying ring mail, so that's pretty good. We did start with an uncursed oil lamp, so we might be able to make a wish at some point. I'm not sure if anyone in chat, any of the Nethack pros in chat, know if it's good to try to get the wish right away, or if you should hold on to it until you can identify what it is, anything about it. Yeah, Slab, I hadn't seen the iron bars either, but it seems like I've been seeing them on the edges of some levels recently, so maybe it's part of the new patch 3.6. Brian asks, in this game, why can you see the rooms all the way to the walls, but only see 1 or 0 tiles in front of you on the pathways? Yeah, a lot of the rooms are lit, so you can actually see them as soon as you enter, or as soon as you have vision. But passageways generally are not lit. If you have a source of light of some sort, then you can get longer visibility in hallways. It just doesn't really show that on like a live level, so. Two fountains on this level. If we get a longsword, we can try to get Excalibur. Although I don't know, can a barbarian wield Excalibur? I guess if I have skills in how do I see my list of skills? Well, I know a bad way to do it. I can just type enhance and it'll show me, but I'm not sure if that's the real way to do it. So we are skilled in short sword, but not long sword, so we can't actually try to get Excalibur. Well, we could, but it wouldn't really do much good until we trained ourselves in it somehow. Oh, and Excalibur's only for lawful? Okay. Alright, okay, fine. I learned about that cool Excalibur thing. I gotta start playing some lawful characters that can actually use it. Alright, no other exits, so we might have missed something down in the corner there, but let's just go ahead and keep descending. Without our dog. Got a shopkeeper here on the floor. We're gonna watch out for this gas spore. It's slower than us, luckily, but it is chasing us now. Oh, it's a liquor emporium. I'm not sure that I actually want that. Oh, it's a mimic. Okay, well, we're barbarians. We can probably fight it, right? Instead of a large mimic. Let's try it. They're pretty dangerous. But we killed it. Nice. Barbarians are very strong. That's good news. And it got us to experience level 3, so that's pretty sweet. Alright, there's a lot of potions here, but I don't have any way to know what any of them are just yet, so... if we can find out what the... I thought we had a potion already. I guess we don't. Okay. Alicia asks, what's a mimic? A mimic is like a fantasy character that pretends to be something else, and then when you try to touch it or use it or whatever, it turns into a monster and fights you. I got trapped in front of a gas spore, but I just killed it, because I'm a barbarian. That's what we do. I didn't kick the door down. Are you proud of me? Starting to get hungry. I do have 2 rations. I'd like to find a natural source of food, but... we can eat the ration if we get any more hungry than we already are. Locked door. Better kick it down. But there was a hobbit there. Oh, the hobbit doesn't like us because we're neutral? Hobbits hate barbarians. It said I hear a jackal howl at the moon, which means there's a were-jackal somewhere on this floor. Maybe next floor? There's a newt corpse, but we're still hungry because it's not very big. So were-jackal is kind of concerning. They can be pretty dangerous. All the were creatures are capable of summoning a whole bunch of regular creatures of that type, so... oh, I'm going to have to eat a ration here. Killed a mold. But we have... the were-jackal is here. This is pretty bad positioning. If the were-jackal summons regular jackals to the northeast here, we're going to be in trouble because we kind of blocked and have no way to get away. So what I'm going to try to do is just get around it to start with. We can fight it, but we have to get around it so that we have a way to run away if we need to, or get some distance at least. Oh, I hit the wrong key because I always get my diagonals mixed up. Smited it. Smote it? I think I smote it. And changed into a jackal. I can't get to the diagonal because I'm carrying too much, so actually we have to fight it here in the corner, which is pretty bad. But I guess if you ask me my greatest weakness, I would say sometimes I carry too much. Oh, but I killed it. That's good. We have a tripe ration, which normally you would feed to your pet, but I'm just going to go ahead and eat it. It was rotten, but that's fine. The more you eat poisonous food, I know you're more likely to get poison resistance, but I'm not sure what rotten food does. That might just be bad for you. Who knows? Well, I mean, someone out there knows, but... should I get a USB numpad? Yeah, probably. Now that I'm going to do this for a while, I guess it would make sense to have my full number pad. I thought that I would get used to all the, so just so everybody knows, I'm playing this with essentially Vim mode, which is your arrows, the directions that you move in are on the home row, so you actually move left with H, down with J, up with K, and right with L. And then the diagonals are kind of mounted around H and J, so Y, U, B, and N are your 4 diagonals. And I always kind of get those mixed up at like the worst moments, basically. The least convenient moments, so... Let's go ahead and go down to level 4. We haven't seen the entrance to the mines yet, so we actually should see it here on the 4th floor, which is the last possible spot it can be in. There's a piece of armor here. We can carry it for now. It's going to get us a lot closer to being burdened, but if we can get it identified, we can find out if it's better than what we have right now. I'd love to find an altar. That would be very helpful. Killed the mold, but we were splashed by the acid. So we gotta remember that green molds have acid attacks. And it corroded our battle axe, which really sucks. We could switch to the short sword. I'm not sure which is better. And a battle axe is normally stronger, but maybe now it's corroded. It wouldn't work. I'm not really sure. Hey, Eden, how's it going? Chainmail. So we can pick up a 3rd piece of armor. Yeah, that's a little too much to carry. Let's drop the... Let's just drop both the armors here. Yeah, slab, that's what I figured. They're just too heavy to carry around, so... Well, here's a box. I can put them in the box, right? So pick up both of the armor. We're kind of going to be slow while we do that, but we can carry it over here, and then we're going to loot the box. But it's locked. So we're going to wield our cheapest dagger, and we're going to force the lock, which I forget. Is that just a... yeah. Good, so we forced the lock. We can loot it now, and it had a trap inside of it. That's great. And it exploded, which did a decent amount of damage to us, but more importantly, we don't get to store the armor in there, which is extremely annoying. We're going to go ahead and drop that stuff here for now anyway. Okay. And we'll come down. Actually, let's check and see if this is the mines. This is the mines, so let's keep that in mind. Mind. Oh, I didn't think of that fast enough today. And there's an exit out of the 4th floor, so... Pick up some gold, and we're actually going to go check out the rest of the floor before we go anywhere else. But we will continue going down, although we're already level 4. That's a pretty good start as far as being able to go into the mines. So for people who are new to NetHack, our goal is to descend into the dungeon and retrieve the Amulet of Yendor and then bring it back to our deity. The amulet is somewhere, I think, around 50 levels deep. I'm not sure if it's random or if there's an exact number. It's something in the neighborhood of 50. The lowest we've got is something like 6. So it's pretty hard. Yes, I believe our deity's name is Crom Winston this time around. So your deity changes depending on your race, alignment, and something else. But anyway, so in the process of going down into the dungeon, there are also kind of different routes you can take, and at some point we want to go into the Dwarven Mines, or the Gnomish Mines. I always forget which one, but it has both of them in it. And the idea of going through there is that we get to a town past the mines. And when we get to the town, there's usually a priest there. There's always a priest there, I believe. And should have gotten that Russian. It's really helpful to be able to get to the priest and also to be able to use the shops in the town. So it's helpful, but it's really hard to get to the mines. I mean, not really hard, but everything's really hard in this game. And as part of getting into the mines, we want to level up our character first so we can go back and then descend into the mines. So you can actually go up and down levels as you please in order to try to maximize your character. We got a Shrieker here. I'm trying to kill it. It's not doing any damage to us, but it's taking a long time to kill. I think I can eat the Shrieker corpses. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and eat it. Good. We're going to continue as fast as we can over to the 5th floor. Hey, Mr. Hef. Yeah, I've got a lot of curious friends, I think, who have never played the game before, so try and expose them to some interesting stuff, and I'm not good at the game yet, but I'm learning. I've never ascended, which is the ultimate goal, but hoping that someday on stream I will, and then I'll have proof. Eden, I ate a gecko because you gotta eat or be eaten here in the dungeons. You do have a hunger meter, and if you get too hungry, you can start getting dizzy and all that kind of stuff. So you gotta eat corpses when you find them in order to stay alive. And also, if you eat certain corpses, you can actually be granted resistances to poison and things like that. So it's a little gruesome, but yeah, you have to eat to live. Mr. Hef says, if you want to get into roguelikes, there are far better ones to start with than Nethack. Oh yeah, definitely. The roguelike genre is very popular these days. A lot of games have different amounts of, you know, similarities to Rogue and roguelike and other games like it, but I'm fascinated by Nethack in general, or sorry, in particular. So, oh, that food is rotten. I wanted to go with this one, and Nethack is also, you know, the longest surviving. It's been around since the 80s, and I think it's really cool that a game has been continually developed and just has so much stuff in it. But yeah, there are lots of games that go to different degrees of roguelike. If you are familiar with playing 2D platformers, Spelunky is a fantastic game, very hard, and has a lot in common with the roguelike genre. You can also play any of the Mystery Dungeon games. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Chocobo Mystery Dungeon, Shiren the Wanderer. is on Wii, I believe, and also DS maybe, and that's a really good game. I think Scott's played a lot of that actually. Scott's in the chat right now. That Hobgoblin actually hit us pretty hard. But that's okay, we got it. Mr. Hef says, super popular by roguelike standards. For starting out in traditional, DCSS, that's Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, and Brogue. Yeah, those are both really good games. I've only played a little bit of each of them. Brogue is really cool. I would like to play that on stream someday. It's got a lot in common with NetHack, but it's still the ASCII characters. But it uses kind of some live lighting engines, and it can have a lot of features like depth of water and a lot of really cool stuff like poison gas spreading and fire spreading and that kind of thing. It's really, really neat. Very, very pretty game for a bunch of ASCII characters on screen. And yeah, I recommend checking Brogue out for sure. Scott says, what do you think about the auto-explore thing that all the new roguelikes let you do? What do you mean, Scott? Like clicking and having it take you to that spot on the screen? Brogue has a tile set if you want to use it. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So for people who aren't familiar with the genre, tile sets are ways to replace the window on the screen with graphics instead of text characters. So you can play with actual little icons that represent everything in the game. And NetHack has a lot of tile sets actually. We will play with some tile sets in NetHack for sure to show you how that works at some point. But to start with, I'm just kind of keeping it, the classic game. Not using any mods or anything, yeah, I don't know. Scott says, in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, you can just hit a key and your character will try to explore unmapped parts of the level and just stop if you encounter anything interesting. I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't mind that it's there, but I don't think I would use it very often. Part of the fun for me is actually controlling the character directly. I think of it as a game where you are controlling a single character. So I'm okay with adding features that'll make people more likely to try your game or play your game, get into it. But it's just not how I really play it. So we killed the red mold there and picked up a potion. So we're doing pretty well. A little low on. I mean, we got some health, some damage taken, but we could always chill out here if we wanted to for a little while and try to regain some health. Getting hungry again, though. There's a gnome lord. Try to step out of his way while he's at a crossbow. Taking a lot of damage from the gnome lord. We're down to 7 health. So I believe the prayer rule, we can actually pray to our god for help and they'll heal us if we're low enough in health, and I think the rule is less than 5 HP or less than 1/7 of your health, which we're not quite in the range of either, so that's kind of bad. We can try to take one more hit from it and not die and then pray. We could also read the scroll that we have or drink a potion. I'm not really super interested in doing either of those without knowing what they are. I think we're going to try to take one more hit and use the uranium wand. I don't know. It's not really a big enough threat to use a wand, I almost feel like. I mean, I don't want to die, but let's try to take one more hit and see what happens. Oh, he hit us and we died. Okay, so we'll go ahead and identify our possessions. We can see what we had. We had picked up a Scroll of Confused Monster and some booze, Potion of Confusion. A very confusing run, apparently. And could have been controlled from Polymorph. Magic Missile would have been a good wand to use. But, oh well. Should have used the Magic Missile. So I made it to level 4 experience-wise, and hadn't really progressed too much otherwise. But we're dead. So in terms of our runs, this is actually our third best on stream so far. Only ones that did better than it were our Monk on Tuesday and the Valkyrie that we got really far with in episodes, I believe, 1 and 2. So let's start over and see how far we can get. I was liking the Barbarian for sure as a new class, just because as I start with the beginning of the game, trying to learn all the different possibilities, it's good to just have a character that can just kind of smash things. Let's do that again. We're going to do a Barbarian, Human, Random, Neutral. So we're playing another female Barbarian. Yeah, when you start the game, it tells you who your deity is, and tells you a little bit of lore about the history and the fact that you're trying to get the amulet. But Crom is our god again. As it should be. Right away, I got a sewer rat messing with us. So we're gonna chill here until we, oh, I forgot to check what we have a feline, so it's a kitten this time. We'll see if we can keep the kitten alive longer than our dog was alive last time. We have a newt coming in. Let's just let it approach us, and then we will kill it. And we have a fox. But that's fine. We are going to try to hang out here and recover some health this time for real, because we're kind of low on health for the beginning of the game. We couldn't eat the fox. There was no fox corpse, unfortunately. Man, these newts are just messing with us tonight. I can't get my health back up because they keep blinking away at my HP. Alright, let's go. I'm a barbarian. I can't sit around in this room forever. There is a dog over here, but it's a statue. We know that because it's a white creature. Whenever you see white creatures instead of the color, you know that they're statues. Another newt is messing with us, but we picked up some fortune cookies. Mr. Hef asks, are all the dungeons square rooms and corridors? So in general, the main levels, especially as you start the game, are all going to be these square rooms. But as you get deeper in, you'll find some caves, and those are generated in kind of a more cave-like shape. They have a lot of, you know, nooks and crannies. I guess what I'm saying is that the dungeons are like bread, and the caves are like English muffins. This entire floor is just full of newts. Too many newts. I don't want to fight any more newts. I'll fight jackals. I'll fight jackals all day. But I don't want to see any more newts. There's our path down. Right next to the path up. This door will not open. There we go. Just wanted to clear a path back. Mr. Hef asks, have you tried Caves of Quud? I have not, actually, no. Is that a good one? Eden, I think if Crom controlled the Newts, he wouldn't be testing us with Newts. Let's go down to level 2. Hopefully there are no Newts on level 2. You know what they say, Newts on level 1, you're gonna have fun. Newts on level 2, you're pretty screwed, dude. It's actually in the source code for Nethack. We have some trouble over here. This is a goblin. That's not too bad. I think you can eat goblin corpses. Another newt. Our kitten took care of it, though. Oh my gosh. I am being tested by newts. I'm not going to eat the kitten, sorry. Generally, your deity does not look... is not very pleased when you eat your pet. Maybe if you're chaotic, they don't mind. I'm not sure. This song is pretty rockin'. Oh yeah. Let's travel over here. That's apparently the whole floor. This must be something hidden somewhere around here, but... Oh, we have a hallway here. But nothing over there. Let's just see if we can get our cat and head to level 3. Getting our pet to level 3 would be like a new record for us, so... I kind of want to get down there. There we go. Yes! We made it to level 3 with our cat! Hey, Agent Nay. This is a trap there. Can I pick up my pet? I really don't want my pet to walk on that floorboard anymore. Come on. Come into this room. There we go. This graffiti on the floor says, ever lifted a dragon for... I'm not sure what that word is. I'm not going to repeat what I think the last word is. This is a family stream, so... Let's head down here and see if we can find the shopkeeper that I feel like we're hearing mutterings about. Alright, that's 2 boards on the floors that have, oops. That have squeaked and I've walked over them. Picked up a whistle, though. That's good. Getting hungry. Hey Scott, how's it going? I'll eat soon, Eden. I'm trying to find a corpse that I can eat first because it's good to preserve my supplies. Brian, the music is from... yeah, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It's from a thing called Nectarine Radio, which is at the URL that I always forget. scenemusic.net is the website, and you can stream it 24 hours a day. It's been running as a stream on the internet for something like, I don't know, probably at least 20 years. Okay, that might be an exaggeration, but it's been online for a very long time, and I've been listening to it when doing things like playing Nethack for a long time too. So there's a corpse here, but I don't know when it got killed. It's a lichen corpse though, so actually we can probably eat it. Lichens stay from spoiling. Either maybe they never spoil, or they just stay from spoiling a lot longer. So. Check out the other hallway over here. There's got to be a shop somewhere. It might be down in the bottom right corner there. Nope, that's not the shop. That's a rat. Getting hungry again already. I guess the lichen wasn't very filling. It's a bookstore. We're barbarians. We don't have much use for books, unfortunately. Could pick up scrolls, but we don't have much gold either. We haven't been finding a lot of gold, so we'll just hang out, or we'll head out rather. I'm sorry, Eden. I didn't. Is that a callback to a joke you made? I didn't see that. It's hard to follow the chat and play Nethack at the same time, even though it's a turn-based game. I'm just trying to keep things moving here. Oh, got another rat coming in here. The kitten ate the corpse. I wanted that rat corpse. We'll go ahead and eat the spoiled egg, and we're going to get sick. Actually didn't get sick. I guess we have resistance as a barbarian. Better constitution. Nope. There we go. Feeling nauseated. Good time for the goblin to show up, apparently. The kitten killed and ate the goblin before it could even get to us, so that's good, I guess. We're going to walk off this sickness from the rotten egg. There we go. We are hungry again. Let's just go ahead and eat a ration. Let's see if this is the mines. There are 2 exits on this floor, here and over here. So one of these, let's see, one of them is going to be down in the mines. It's not this one. That's good. We're not at all ready for the mines, so we're only level 2. Staircase down right away. That'll take us to level 5. And we have a floating eye, which we're not going to attack. We learned from John Harris, who was a guest in the stream on Tuesday, that floating eyes are dangerous. Luckily there's a door here. Because the eye decided to follow us down the hallway. If we can sneak up on it, we can kill it from behind, but I'd rather not mess with it right now, especially since we're only level 2. There's a gravestone here that says, "I am not a vampire, I just like to bite, nibble," really. That's what all vampires say. Come on, you're not fooling me with that. Get out of here, vampire. I'm gonna walk a little more slowly here, because that floating eye is hanging out around here somewhere. But there's got to be more to the floor, right? There's a hidden door somewhere here. We're searching with the S key. Oh, here comes the floating eye again. Getting in my way. Yeah, I can't find anywhere else to go on this floor. There's got to be something, but it's not appearing to us. So we may need to just move on. As bad as that is. The farther we go, the more dangerous the monsters are going to get, so it would be nice to find a way out of here. It says I feel fragile. I haven't been watching my health, so I'm not sure what that means. If it's I've spent too much time hungry, or if I haven't been fighting enough. Scott says dig up the grave. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not sure. I guess if you're a necromancer, you might want to do that, but I have no real reason to do that. Still caught in this bear trap, and there's a zombie approaching, which is pretty annoying. There we go. Let's eat the rat corpse. The zombie got caught in the bear trap. That's good. We can kill it right away. Did the cat die? The cat didn't follow us, did it? Okay, this door's locked too. We'll kick it open. A rock mole is hiding in this boulder. Can you take bear traps and use them yourself? If you untrap them, I believe you can. But untrapping them is risky unless you're skilled in it. Or I don't know if you need dexterity for that or luck or what it is, but maybe just luck. Yeah, the cat made it to level 4. We have to go back there eventually anyway, so I figure I'm not going to worry about it too much. It might die, but, you know, we'll see what happens. Might just be waiting for us on level 4 when we get back. I'd like to go back and get to level... I think I want to get to level 4 or 5 before I try to the mines. Although it'd be fun to try to get into the mines tonight. Let's go back down here. If you see me jump across the map, we learned this command during our first couple play sessions. You can use the underscore key, and then it lets you choose with a cursor anywhere on the map. You can basically move, you know, regardless of walls or anything. And then you can hit a key. You can hit period to finish the command, and it'll try to travel your hero to that point on the map unless something happens in the way that you need to worry about. Okay, good night, Eden. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, and, you know, come back soon, hopefully. Got splashed by some acid, but nothing happened, luckily. Brian's heading out, too. Yeah, I know, it's pretty late. Thanks a lot, Brian. Have a good night. This isn't Nethack days, you know? The Roth was rotten immediately. I'm curious about that. Is that some kind of fantasy zombie? John Holden says, I will never leave. Yeah, I know. I appreciate that. A few of you have actually been to every single time we've done this so far, which is pretty awesome. I appreciate it a lot. Makes it a lot more fun to have people in the chat. Let's go ahead and eat the food ration. And I'm experience level 4. We have 2 whistles now, or is that the previous game that picked up a whistle? Yeah, we have 2 whistles. We can whistle in stereo. "24/7 net hackathon." Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I have like a job and occasionally go outside. One second here, gonna adjust my mic. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so we found our cat. That's good news. And, yeah, I'm wondering about the cursed whistles. We can try the whistles and see what's going on, but I'm worried that if we blow a cursed whistle, something horrible will happen to us. Jackal. The kitten ate our jackal corpse, which is... I'm hungry right now. I need that. I guess we can eat one of the rations that we have. It was rotten, but we finished eating it. That's good. Slab says if you blow a cursed whistle, you can't remove it from your lips until it's uncursed. Well, that sounds hilarious, but I'm guessing that means I can't eat any food, so that seems kind of bad. I've been, like, continuously hungry this game, and I don't have a lot of food, so... I'm gonna hold off on blowing the whistle just yet. But I think we have the mines over here. So I'm gonna try and see, given that we have a melee character and we're level 4, whether or not we can face some gnomes and dwarves. Oh, I didn't bring my cat with me. Come on. There we go. Okay, so this appears to be the mines that we died in before. And the kitten fell through the trap. Yeah, we're actually able to kill the gnomes without too much trouble, so that's good. They did hit for quite a bit of damage. We're down to 33 damage right away, but I fell into a pit. I'm smart. There were a lot of pits in this dungeon, so we gotta watch out. It's gonna be difficult to get through, but this is the mines, so we actually get to see a little bit of the different kind of map. I'll take a screenshot here real fast. This actually happens to be the same mines that we died in previously. Slav says he loves how you can make statements that are ridiculous. It's possible for me to tell which are true and which are false. I mean, seriously, like, I would believe that they made it so that if you blow a whistle and it's cursed, that you can't eat or drink, right? Like, that makes sense. So we got a good message here, actually. It says, you feel tough. You must have been leading a healthy lifestyle. I'm pretty sure what that means. Someone in chat can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure what that means is that we gave ourselves poison resistance over the course of the game from eating poisonous corpses, basically. We're going to make our way carefully through the mines here. Baby crocodile's coming up after us. Should be able to kill it. There we go. I'm scared of all the traps that we saw previously. Slime mold. That's a kitten, and it fell into a pit. I'm not sure if it's our kitten. It's not our kitten. Our kitten has a background behind it. We killed that kitten, and immediately the gnome that was coming up across the pit fell into the pit, and... Oh, you feel tough as a constitution increase. Okay. Net gain 0. Okay. So the gnome got killed in the pit, and we're just going to kind of walk around the pit. And you'll notice that it actually says, you miss Casey's ghost. So one cool thing about the game is that part of why it's played Nethack is that you can play it on a server. You can SSH or telnet into a server and play, and you have a chance of finding things that happened to previous people. It's kind of like Dark Souls, if you've ever played that. So this is actually the mines that we were in when we were playing a Valkyrie on our big run, and we came down here and fought a bunch of gnomes and led them into a pit and put them down to level 5. And yeah, this is the mines. So you can see I was killed by a kitten. I was very weak when it happened, I'll just say that much. But the nice thing is that we can pick up things from the ghost. So we can go ahead and pick up the shield if we have skill in that, and I'm not sure. 4 rations is great news. 3 lichen corpses, some scrolls, a potion, a wand, blindfolds, stethoscope, orb, and 2 gems. That's really cool. We actually have too many things now. So we're slowed. That's not good. Slab asks, do you intend to actually get rid of your ghost? Do I have to? Is it going to fight me once I take the things, or...? It's hurting a little bit, but I'm content to just kind of run away, to be honest. And there's enemies, and I don't have a lot of health. Let's go away. Alright, let's drop some things. We don't need all of this stuff. We can drop... Let's look through. We have a lot of gold on us right now. It's kind of annoying. We'll drop the bolts and one of the daggers, one of the extra helms, the shield for now. Unless we can we wear the shield? Or is the battle axe a two-handed? We're still burdened. It's kind of annoying. Let's drop the shield and see if that helps. Yep, that helps. Okay. Yeah, so the bad news here is that, as we saw when we were on that mines level before, we lured all of the hobbits and gnomes and everything into the pit, and that took them down to level 5, which they're now here on level 5. So we can immediately see there are at least 6 enemies who are going to try to fight us. We're very low on health. This is not going to go very well. And I don't remember what the items that I had on my Valkyrie corpse were, so we aren't going to be able to use any of those necessarily. We can try to get some positioning advantage here. Got hit by a spear. Shot by an arrow. They're just coming at us from all directions. And we got hit by another arrow and died. Agent Nate says, if you're facing danger, leave danger. Yeah, but there were still 3 things up on the level above us, so we were kind of in trouble no matter which way we went. Slab says the stuff jumping down in the pit in our previous game shouldn't affect this level. Okay, so it's only map by map that the seed matters, I guess, if we find a dungeon. But there was still a lot of things to fight. We shouldn't have raced towards the stairs when we were already at half health from our ghost, but that's okay. We finished with a lot of the items we had picked up there. We had an enchant weapon and enchant armor scrolls. Oh, but 2 of the scrolls were cursed, the enchant weapon and the identify scrolls. We didn't have any kind of healing potions. Killed a lot of things. Killed 11 newts that run. But yeah, we got to actually see a decent amount of the map this time, so you'll see that we found the stairs on level 3 to the mines, kept going down and found level 4 and 5, and then went back up to the mines and started going down that way. And we found the grave of our Valkyrie, and made it to level 5 of the mines and were killed by an arrow. So not a bad run. We did not quite manage to beat our previous record. But we managed to slot into level 3 here. Rank 3. Behind the Valkyrie and the Monk. So, not too bad. I think we'll probably stop there for the night. So that's it. We managed to try out the Barbarian a few times and get pretty far, make some good progress. Didn't see anything particularly valuable, but we did manage to see a lot of the dungeon and actually get a little bit further into the mines. But yeah, we're not going to start a new run tonight at this time. We can start a new one from scratch on next Tuesday. But we managed to learn a little bit about the game, and I feel like we're getting more confident. I'm getting more confident, at least, at navigating and eating safe things and avoiding dangerous things. So Barbarian's a good fit for my brash playstyle right now. As I get more careful, I can maybe play some of the more magic-based classes. But Monk was also pretty interesting as a mix of melee and magic, so might need to go back to that at some point soon. But thank you all for watching. I hope you had a good time. And if you don't, if you're not familiar with my presence on the internet, I highly recommend. Let's see if I can make this work. There we go. This is our blog, Nethack Nights, nethacknights.tumblr.com. And we'll have the new episode up on the YouTube playlist pretty soon, as soon as I can get it uploaded. And I'll do a full recap of the episode as well. If you missed any previous episodes, you can come check out what happened in previous episodes. And I'll also be making announcements on here. So you can follow me on Tumblr if you want. And on top of that, you can also come follow me on Twitter. I'm Casey Kolderup on Twitter. And would love to have you around. If you're watching online and you don't have a Twitch account, I highly recommend signing up for one, hopping in the chat. If you follow me on Twitch, it'll give you notifications when I go live. But more importantly, you can get in the chat and ask questions, give advice. We can take polls every once in a while to decide what to do in dangerous situations. And it's just a lot of fun. There's a lot of jokes getting made and people hanging out. So thanks for coming, and I hope you all have a good Thursday night and a good weekend. And I will see you next week.